Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Entropy Universe here on Whelp Squad TV. It has been a while. I know it has been a while. I haven't done a video probably, I don't know, in 2 months. I think since the Halloween Mayhem videos, that's probably the last time that I did one. Maybe one hunt since then. Maybe I did like one hunt after that, something like that. But at any rate, we are over on Arcadia. I was grinding some Oros, looting some of the boxes and stuff like that, but I decided that I wanted to get a really good test hunt in for the new chip that I picked up probably at least over a month ago now. So let me get that for you guys to see here. So this is what we're dealing with, and I got this thing fully decked out with enhancers and then the Nanochip Kinetic Amplifier 7. So this thing is putting out some pretty good damage. So just shy of doing up to 200 a hit. Faster than the combustive attack chips, so let me show you in comparison with the combustive attack chips that I got. So this is without all the extra enhancers on it. The base damage I think is like 96 or something like that on this one. But we have more range, of course, on the combustive attack chip, but it is slower. It is slower. I'm going to be pulling with the combustive attack chip just to get one of the mobs over to me. And then for the rest of it, we're going to be switching directly back to the nice kinetic attack chip. And it is nice. You can tell the difference between the kinetic chip and the combustive. Even just that little difference with the speed, it is nicer. So we're going to see what we can do. So the youngs are out this way. Let me show you guys where we are really quick. I think I can leave this up here too. So I think I'll just turn right around. So we're at the 8 Coins Desert Camp Teleporter, and we're going to be fighting some Teledon Young. I think it's 4% tax. It's somewhere around there, around here. And I don't normally hunt in taxed areas, but I wanted this to be, a more special hunt, get a chance to really put this chip through its paces. I do like these mobs. They are one of my favorite here in Arcadia for a larger mob. So we're going to give this a go. I did test one before I did this, so I know this 100% works, and it works pretty good. So we're going to put that like that. We're going to have that on top of that, and we're going to see the map straight through there. I think that's the best way to do this. Let's get you going. Most of the hits that these Teledon do against me are going to be deflected, if not, I think, as many as like 5 HP, something like that, 5 HP damage, somewhere around there. We'll see how high we get hit, but most of them are just purely deflected. Alright, not bad. Let's get a mature over here. I want to see what the difference is. Teledon do have quite a bit of HP. It's been a while since I've hunted mobs with a ton of HP. I usually stick to because my ped card is never that healthy. So I usually like to stick to mobs where I can kill, a few hundred of them throughout the course of a hunt, or at least 200. So during this hunt, we're probably going to be shy of 100 kills. Probably be just shy of 100 kills this hunt. So, taking a little bit of a gamble, but that one wasn't too bad. Let's see if we even need to pull these things. No, that's plenty of distance. They don't seem to aggro too hard. So I would consider this fairly comfortable hunting then. I mean, especially with my armor setup. I'm wearing Jarhead and 5Bs. Jarhead and 5B setup with the armor. We got the Kinetic Attack Nanochip 7, Nanochip Kinetic Amplifier 7 with 5 damage enhancers. And it's making pretty short work of these guys. I like the crits. 381 on the crit. I like it. Oh, Jarhead Shin Guards. Well, that's good. I know it means I'm taking decay, but you know what? I do love hearing those tier clicks. It's a good sign. I thought I heard something little running towards me. Thought I just heard it in the background. If we hit a decent multiplier on these guys, it could potentially be pretty darn big. Because these guys, I think the youngs are taking about 6 ped to kill, somewhere around there. They're taking closer to 6 ped to kill. Maybe a little bit more than that, everything considered. And 100 times multiplier on that, that'd be pretty good. I was getting 100 times multiplier all day on the Oros, because you know you're killing thousands of them. When you kill thousands of a mob, you're gonna start seeing a bunch of the multipliers. And on little mobs like that, you know, the globals are pretty insignificant. It just kind of helps even out the loot pacing. But if I can get lucky and have a multiplier hit on one of the big guys, that'll be really good. I'm really looking forward to getting this thing up in tier, by the way. I'm going to try and use this chip as much as I can in the coming months. I'm definitely going to try to keep using this chip. And I want it to get it to 5.99 because I want to get this thing to tier 6 so bad. I can't remember if on this chip there is sales history. Let's see. There is nothing above tier 5. I'm sure that something's probably sold higher than tier 5. I don't think that a tier 6 would be a HOF, but who knows? It certainly is great tier rates. That's why I picked this one up. You know, it was high tier, and had some great tier rates on it. I thought this would be really nice to have for the rental shop. I've been trying to think about going forward what would be good items to have in the shop, and we haven't seen too much interest yet in the attack chips, but I'm hoping once I have enough, once I have a decent selection, my goal is to have eventually, you know, way in the future, one of every type of chip of the Kinetic line and also the combustive line. I wanted to have each of those lines, and then I think I'm also going to do electric attack, the electric attack nanochips, simply because they're fast, and once you get a faster chip like that, put an amp on it, it'll especially the larger chips really out DPS, or once you could put a big enough amp on it. Like if you're able to put the Neopsion Kinetic Amp 7 on a faster electric attack chip, you know, then you're talking a lot of DPS. Now, this chip is not bad in DPS simply because it's high damage yield for its level. So its max damage output base is 104. So that means every damage enhancer you're putting on, you're getting over 10 damage per enhancer added to every attack, which is great. And the range isn't super bad. 46 range, that's kind of like that intermediate level. I'd say actually a little bit, probably a little longer than intermediate level. Probably your middle level ones around like 39, 40 range or so like that. 46 is not bad. Sir, please come over here, sir. There you go. So while I was over here on Arcadia, the other thing that I was focusing on, besides just grinding the Oros, was actually maxing this chip. I couldn't use this chip when I bought it. I was in the SIB range for it. That's why I went ahead and got it, because I was like, you know, I can max this if I need to within a reasonable amount of time. And sure enough, didn't take that much grinding on the Oros, and I could have done it quicker. I could have done it, maybe not quicker. I could have done it cheaper. You can definitely get to these lower level chips quicker just on Karabakh, because that's all you really got to do is hunt Karabakh in mass and just slaughter them by the 100. I've got some hunting figures written down, and I intend to do more testing eventually on the Karabakh situation to show you guys just how great a skilling Karabakh still are. Even when you're skilling, you know, through your levels, you're 30, and 40, you know. That's going to be the big test, because I'm right around, you know, 30 and 34 here. Around the same on Pyrokinetic as well. That's not bad. It's the first time we've had to heal. I think that's because the matures are hitting a little harder. They're just getting around the armor. I'm liking that. I'm liking that they're tearing my armor. I will admit these big hits are very satisfying. Whoosh. Ooh, 362, not bad. Yeah, definitely most of these hits on the youngs are getting deflected. When did I unlock Avoidance? Oh, is that level 25? I bet you that's level 25 Evader, right? Yeah. I think that's what that is. He's gonna be right here. Come on, big boy. Stop jamming it! Stop jamming it! What the hell? I love the fact that these creatures, these basic, you know, beasts, are able to jam attacks. Nice crit. Now we do have more ammo than what we're showing here. That was it's a little bit more than half of our ammo is universal ammo. We still have some in synthetic mind essence. You know what? We might as well change that over. What the heck? Let's do it. I don't think there was a thingy over there to turn that in, so we're gonna go really quick to the quarry where I know there's one. Look at that. $57 point perception. Not bad, actually. Let's go back to the 8 coins desert camp. We don't need to do that. I already filled that Oro thing up twice. I've done the 60k point Oro thing twice already. There we go. That was extremely low. I can't believe adaptive fire rate components crash that much too. It's ridiculous. $155 pad in. Less than a 50% return at the moment. Ugh. Oop. How much are the hides? If these guys don't pick up by the halfway mark, we may have to switch mobs. At least something. You know, I'm not saying we need to get a global to stay, but something at least 10, 15 peds again. Maybe 20. 20 would be good. 20 peds. That's better. Thank you. $386. I don't think I've seen a chip go over 400 yet. Maybe it can. Discover a chef's apron. All right. I think this chip is killing these at just a comfortable speed. It's killing them quick enough with this setup. If you go full damage enhancers with the amp, I think it's just fast enough where it's good hunting. Because I think these guys have a lot of HP. I wonder how much HP they got. That was like 13 something pets. That's not too bad. Planets. Planet Arcadia. These are Teledon. Oh, yeah. So there is quite a damage difference. There is a damage difference between the young and the mature is 20 damage more. So the young has 1900 HP and the mature is up at 2300 HP. So these boys do have a lot of health. Yep. Probably should have that checked. I think that was the best loot so far. They're heating up a bit. Come on, be the big one. Another piece of armor gets a tier click. What is that, 3? That's at least 3. At least 3, and it might be the 4th tier click so far on the armor today. We should have 400 and something, 500 and something shots left. That's good. All right, we still got time to make a comeback. For sure. That's the first enhancer I think we've had break, so that's not too bad. I expect at least one more will go by the end of this hunt. Probably more like 2. Because we've been going for a while now. Come out. Oh, I thought we were getting a global lag. Dang. I wish these were looting more often. Sell that for 11 ped, just that little stack. Let's hope we get more of those by the end of the hunt. If they're looting now, maybe we'll get a wave of them. Come on, Bessie. Let's go. Yeah, I think the chip is stacking up pretty well. So this seems to be probably the high end of the mob range. Unless, I mean, I'm sure it could kill bigger mobs. As long as they don't have that much regen. I mean, you can go, I'd say at least 3k HP with this thing. Because we're killing 1900 and 2300 right now, HP mobs. And I mean, these youngs, this isn't going too slow. I think this is pretty good. I honestly don't own a ranged weapon, I think, that could take these things down this quick other than this. I don't have anything else. I mean, you could use a high tier limited gun, or if you happen to have an unlimited gun with some tiers on it. But this is not half bad, for sure. And I'm liking the fact that it does have a little bit more range than some of the faster chips, too. That is the big drawback with the electric attack nanochips, is the range. Getting into the, like, I think it's a 25. What do you got? These are what I've been using. And you got 25 range on it. I was using these to skill up to this thing. So it seems like it really wasn't a wave at all of the tier comps. It's just we just got that one stack randomly. Yeah, these matures, they don't go down that bad. They're definitely a little worse than the young. I don't think it's not because of the extra HP. I think they have a little bit more regen. They have a little bit more regen per second, and that's the only thing that's really different. 400 more HP, yeah, but I think the regen definitely does it too. on, give us one fun loot here. Can I explain Entropia in a few words? Oh boy, that's a tough. I will first tell you what my friend calls it, and then I will try to figure out a better way to explain it. My friend calls it a virtual flea market. That's what he calls it. Because there's so much selling and trading of items, and the economy is really involved. God, that's the one. And I will explain it after that as being extreme potential excitement of getting an awesome loot like that could totally change the course of your night of hunting space beasts, because that mob right there was worth about $40. So everything that you do in the Entropia universe is based off of actual money. Every shot you fire from a weapon, every probe you drop from one of your mining machines, or everything that you craft in the crafting terminals actually costs money. So there's nothing free to play about this game. Everything you do has a real world value. So you would be putting money into the game. It's a 10-to-1 deposit ratio. So it's $1 equals 10 Project Entropia dollars, and they take a little bit off of that. I can't remember what the percentage is. So it's really like $1 equals 9.7 Project Entropia dollars, somewhere around there. Basically you do things in the universe. The three main professions are the hunting, mining, and crafting, but you can also do other things. There's things like you can give people haircuts. There's body sculpting, so you can change people's physiques the way they look. You can be a painter, so you can paint items like my armor. I had a buddy paint the armor for me. You can go on a bunch of different things. You can make vehicles, the crafting, so you can make your vehicles. Then you can paint the vehicles, texture them yourselves, things like that. You can produce the clothing, do all these different things like that. And there's a lot of different things you can do. And then you can find your little niches as to what you want to do in the marketplace itself. So, my favorite thing is hunting. So that's like my prominent profession. But if you're just doing straight up hunting, just like that, and that's all you're doing is hunting, you're going to have a loss over time. You need to have something to back that up, especially at the lower levels. Now, if you're at a higher level and you're hunting creatures that are able to loot items that have a higher markup to them. So the markup is the market value. So let's go and let's show you an item. So we have a tier 3 component. All right, so we have 11 of them, and that's 2.2 ped worth of value. But look at this market value. So really, this stack of tier 3 comps is worth 11 ped. So that's something to look into too when you're looking at the items in the game. How long have I played Entropia? I have been in Entropia for over 10 years now, actually. I started back in my first year of college. I played for 4 years, and then I quit. I totally quit, and I basically started over several years after that when I came back. Totally started over. And it's been quite the ride. I do enjoy it. It is very time consuming. I will not say that it's not time consuming, because when you become involved in this community, the community is fantastic. There's a lot of awesome people that you're going to meet from all around the world, and that's one of the things that really drew me to this game. It's not just a ton of people playing from the States or just a ton of people playing from Europe. It's a global game. You're getting people from everywhere, basically from every country playing this game. And you make lifelong friendships. I got people that that I message all the time on the holidays and things like that. It's just a really great community, and it is a definite time sink as far as boosting your skills up. Because let me show you the skill tree. These are all the different professions, like hunting professions and stuff that you could put points into. There's mining. Oh, it's construction, mining, and looting. These are all the different skills. These are all points. These are all points that you acquire for all the different skill categories. So there's so many different things to skill. So if you like to skill, if you like doing a lot of skilling, this is the game for you. I'm 28 right now. So I started playing this when I was 18. No, this is not my main game anymore. It was for a long time. This is kind of like my game that I am always coming back to. I'm doing things on it daily, but I do so many other games. I think I put more hours into other games these days. For a long time, this was. So, like, in order to make this a game where you know what's going on, it definitely has to be your main game, for sure, in order to be able to know enough about it. But, like, now that I've learned as much as, as I have about this game, and I do what I do in it, as far as I run a rental service for weapons and stuff. So, like, I come into game to take care of that. So I run my rental service where I'm renting out weapons, pieces of armor, things like that. So I'm coming into game to take care of stuff like that. I'm trading blueprints for crafting, things like that. And I'm doing different little jobs like that in order to make money within the game itself. What do you think, how much did you spend in the 10 years on this game? I'm actually in the positive on this game. See, the cool thing about this game is that you can actually withdraw your money. It's 100% true. There's no reason why you can't withdraw your money. I've done it. I did it when I quit, because when I quit, I was going to be going into grad school, and I knew that I needed to spend basically every moment working on my schoolwork and making sure I got my grades and kept my grades. And this game was taking all my time. It was taking a lot of my time. So basically, I am up still about $200. I was up more than that because I originally had put in about $700, 700 US dollars, and I withdrew about 1,200. But since I restarted, I put money back into the game to get started again, because you have to. There's no way you're gonna be able to make enough money to get going with being able to do trading and stuff. Oh my gosh. Okay, thank you. They're being very nice to me now. This is very nice. But so anyways, yeah, I'm still up about $200 on the house, I think. So, and I don't have to deposit anymore. My play style with how I play, if I don't have money in games, like if I don't have money to do the hunt that I'm doing right here, I don't hunt. I run my rental shop, and then I sell blueprints on the side. I'm a paramedic. I heal people in the game. We have these healing devices here. I go around, I heal people with that. That type of stuff. So what I'm doing today right now, not bad, so you now get a good loot. Yes, I did, that was good loot. So, the creatures that I'm hunting right now. So we're using this Kinetic Attack Nanochip 7. And that's the point of the stream that I'm doing tonight. I run the Blades of Talos rental service through the Planet Calypso forum. So I have an array of different weapons that I rent out to different players in the game. So this is the weapon I'm showcasing tonight, is the Kinetic Attack Nanochip 7. So that creature I just killed costs between 6 and 7 ped. I'm going to say about 7 ped to kill one of those creatures. So that global I just had there, did he just spawn? He spawned underneath me. Oh my god. That creature I just killed right there for 67 ped. So I made about 10 times the amount of money that it took to kill it back on that one. So that was a great one. Now, I looted an item, and I haven't even looked at it yet, but that one loot that I had, and I think it was, I don't even think it was a, it wasn't a HOF. It wasn't big enough to be a Hall of Fame. So, a really good loot. If you have a really good loot, it's going to end up on the Hall of Fame. And that's a daily Hall of Fame. So that's just 24 hours worth of hunting that your loot lasts on the Hall of Fame. So that would be an exceptional loot. So like these people right here. This loot up near the top, the Smuggler Droid Mark V. That's $1,000. That's 1,000 US dollars in loot from that one kill. So there 100% is casino-like elements to this game. But over time, the loot does, as long as you're cycling enough, the loot all balances out. It does all balance out. I want to make sure I'm not using that one. So it may seem like you're having these incredible loots like that right there, but over time that player will lose that. They'll lose that money again. Of course, this is a shared loot team, but like say like an individual like that money will eventually go back out again into hunting, and then you're basically on a graph. You're basically on a graph that's on a constant slight downhill slope for your regular returns, because that's how the game makes its money. Okay, you can't just have a setup where no matter what you can profit. Where you're profiting in this game is on your markup. So I just got more tier components. Let me show you. So this is where you profit, and I don't have enough tier components to do it, even though actually that's not bad. 550% market value on this item. So I have 4.6 ped worth of these things now. I can probably sell that stack for 5 times. I can sell that stack for about 25 ped. So 4.6 ped in trade terminal value, which is the terminals that we would buy all of our ammunition at. That's how much it would give you for that. But on the open market, it's going to give you 25 ped. So that's how you make money in this game. That's another way of making money. Or you provide services like I do with my rental service. You heal people, so you go out and do paramedic work for others. It does look a little dated. It's not too bad, actually. I'm in a really open area right now where I'm in the middle of the desert, so there is nothing fancy here. But there is much prettier areas, which I will show you once my ammo runs out. I will go ahead and I will show you more of what this game looks like. The vehicles are actually really cool too. I must say the in-game vehicles are really great. All right, let's take a look at that chip that I got, or that implant. Okay, so that's not worth much. I'll probably just sell that right to the trade terminal then. But I looted that, so now I just looted that from a creature. So this is a Mind Force implant. So like I'm using a Mind Force chip right now. That's what we're using to kill these creatures. I'm using a Kinetic attack chip. You have to use this this implant in order to be able to use these attack chips that I have in. So I have one equipped right now. I've got the Neopsion 55 Mind Force implant. So like this one right here, I can either sell this on the market and make a little bit off of it, which I might try to do, because it seems like some of them have sold. Might be able to sell it for 210 ped instead of just selling it to a trade terminal. And depending on the level of attack chip that I'm using, so like the one that I'm using here, max is at level 27, but it's a level 22 start. So this is where you would start being able to use this chip, but not to its fullest extent. You couldn't use this chip to its fullest extent until you were level 27. So there's it's a skill increase bonus is what it's called. That's your SIB. So basically you get an increased amount of skills during that time that you're using that chip within that usually 5 or 6 level range. I am from Western New York. I'm from Western New York. And actually, there's 3 others that stream on this channel. So this isn't the only game that you will see on Whelp Squad TV. We play a bunch of different things. So my name is Greg. I'm one of the 4 streamers. The other streamers are Steven, Josh, and Christian. Christian's my cousin. Josh and Steven are my close friends. And we play a huge variety of different games. We play in Phasmophobia a lot. I've been playing Planet Coaster. Josh is our resident simulation expert, so he likes playing Euro Truck Sim and games like that. And we play a bunch of different things. Killing Floor 2. We've played Borderlands, Dead Island, different things like that. We'll play like co-op campaigns and stuff. So we do a pretty diverse amount of games on this channel. But I'm the one that plays Entropia, and Entropia's been my game since I started it, and I've tried to get the guys into it, and they can't. It's not for everybody. This game's not for everybody. It takes a lot of patience. You got to really learn in depth about the economy in order to make a go of it without losing too much to the game. Now, you can play this game and not worry about that too much and play it like you would any other MMO. Maybe a little bit more a month. So just treat it like a more expensive monthly subscription. You could play this game $20 to $30 a month and literally not worry about, the more intense aspects of the in-game economy, or like the upper level professions and stuff like that, or the upper level creatures, at least initially, and be able to just go out and hunt and do your mining and start in with crafting and stuff like that and enjoy some time in the game for $20 to $30 a month. There's a lot of people that do that. And that's what I used to do when I started it, because that's how you get you get started in this game, you get exposed to the different professions in the game, the different types of creatures that you can hunt, learning about mining and making different things, and whether or not it's more efficient for you as a player to make your own equipment versus buying it. So most of the time the answer is buying it on the market, because it is expensive to get into crafting. Did you visit Germany in your life? I have not visited Germany, but honestly, it is definitely on one of the places I'd love to visit. When I got my degree in, actually, was history. I got my master's degree in history, and my capstone project for my master's degree was actually on World War II combat pilots. So I got really into looking at active combat pilots from the Royal Air Force, from the U.S. Army Air Corps, and from the Luftwaffe. So I read quite a bit about a number of different German pilots, and I've always wanted to visit the country for sure. I definitely want to do like a tour of Europe. You know, that's on the book of things I want to do. All right, I'm going to convert a little bit of ammo. I got to be careful because I have so much of this here. What countries did you... I sadly have not visited anywhere else except Canada. I don't travel too much. My parents were never into traveling abroad growing up, so I didn't really get to go to too many places. And I started working immediately after college was done, like within a few days. So I didn't have too much free roaming time. I'll get to it one of these days, though. All right. So this is a vertical takeoff and landing craft, the VTOL, Sleipnir Mark 1, and this is one of my favorite vehicles. I've had this thing forever. I absolutely love this craft. No, I haven't had a chance yet. It's a shame. I have wanted to visit some for sure. I do love the first person view inside this craft. This is actually, I think, where this game separates itself from a lot of the other games, is being able to get into a vehicle like this. I do think this is really cool. When the vehicle gets damaged, this readout will actually start flashing at different parts. Will let you know like what parts of the ship are hit and stuff like that. Pick up. We don't have an Instagram. We don't have an Instagram. We have a YouTube. We do have a YouTube channel. We got a YouTube channel for Whelp Squad TV, and we're trying to get better about posting regular videos. We usually post a lot of our full streams, and I just started editing monthly compilations. Just started doing it, where we're editing like our best of monthly compilations of everything that's happened throughout a month in our videos and stuff like that. And we're waiting to see how that ends up doing. I do have one up now. I just uploaded the November best of clips for Whelp Squad TV. So if you just type in Whelp Squad TV, if you type in Whelp Squad TV on Google, chances are the first 5 pages of Google is all us, because we've done like 900 streams. I think we have like 900 streams saved on Twitch. We've saved like pretty much every stream we've ever done. There isn't too many streams that haven't been saved, and we've been streaming for over 3.5 years now, and sometimes multiple streams a day depending on what's going on. So we've done quite a bit. And we may end up doing like the Twitter account. We're in like a ramping back up phase where we're all kind of putting a little bit more time into streaming now, especially since some of us are gonna have some time off. My cousin is done with the semester of college, so he'll be around more for being able to do a bigger variety of games. So we're gonna be doing a little bit more streaming. I stream this game when I have the money to. Now, that's loot that I just had meant that I can go out and do another hunt on something else, and I'll probably do that sometime in the next few days. and I will most likely demo a different weapon than I'm using, because that's what I'm trying to do right now, is demo different weapons for my rental shop. You have a private? No, I don't do social media myself. No, I don't do Facebook, don't do Instagram, Twitter, anything like that. I don't have any private social media stuff. I'm not into it. This is my social platform, is being able to do Twitch and stuff like that with my friends. So that's about it. So sorry about that. Let's see here. All right, so now for the big moment, how much do we make? Oh my. Damn. 28. Say 40 ped. And oh, that's not bad on decay. I didn't know that any of that stuff was damaged. Let's get that 14. Yeah, so that was like 230 ped profit. So that's about $23 a profit right there over the course of that hunt. So that was really excellent. First person I meet don't have social media. Yeah, I can't do it. I can't get into it. You know, I keep in touch. You know, like I keep in touch, you know, daily or every other day with the people I really care to be involved with their lives. My friends that I do this channel with, another friend from high school that lives close by still. Because it's the big thing. This is like my social thing with my friends, because Steven, one of the streamers of the channel, lives in Ohio. Josh is in Colorado, and then my cousin's in the next city over. He's in Buffalo, and I'm in Rochester. So we're like an hour-ish apart, something like that. So we're the closest. But this is how we all get together and do stuff. You know, it's very rare we're able to get together in person and do things. So this is how we interact, and we really do enjoy streaming and meeting people from around the world. We have friends in Australia. We got a buddy in Scotland. We have somebody in Singapore that plays games with us. So it's been a really great ride so far over these past 3.5, close to 4 years now. From Germany, it's already 4:82. I'm going to sleep. We'll tune in some other day. All right, hey dude, thanks so much for stopping by. I hope I gave at least an okay explanation as this game. It's really complicated, and sometimes it's hard to talk about because of how much is going on and how many little intricate things are a part of it. But thank you so much for stopping by, and I really hope we do see you again soon. We're going to be streaming all throughout the week, except on, I'm saying Christmas Day, probably no streams, but maybe Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve there may be a stream, especially like Killing Floor. We have a Killing Floor holiday event we got to finish up, so we may end up doing that. But anyways, it was really great meeting you, man. I appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, perfect. I understand the game now a little bit more. Good. Okay, I'm glad I was able to at least explain it in a little bit of a way that it made sense. But and I think I'm probably going to be heading off for the night anyway, so that ends up being perfect timing. So thanks again for stopping by, and thanks everybody else for stopping by. Anybody else that like what you saw, make sure you hit that follow button. I'm going to be doing more Entropia streams now because I've got the money to. After that excellent hunt, I'll be able to kill some more creatures, which will be great. We'll be testing some more of the weapons that we have available in the BladesofTalos rental shop. So we have the Kestorian Combat Mace Mark II. I think I've done one video on that. I may have done a video for the Clobber and the Assail. I don't know if I have a video on the Kilik Voss yet. We may do a video for the Kilik Voss as a standalone video for that. And I have a few other weapons that are actually currently rented out, so hopefully we'll be able to get those back in. I've got the Combustive Attack Nanochip 5 and 6 here that are also available for rent. So I got a variety of weapons that are in stock. I'm not doing any new rentals right now until after the first of the year. So January 2nd is when I'm going to be actually accepting new rentals, because I don't want to have anything like that to deal with for the holidays. I try to de-stress and not have to do as much like being forced to log into the game to make sure that I'm able to get a weapon to somebody or get a weapon back from somebody. It just ends up being easier this time of year for me, and I think for everybody else, to take a little bit of a break from stuff like that. So the Blades of Talos rentals are available through the PCF. You can contact me there on the Planet Calypso forum, and you can contact me in game. Full name is Legendary Blades 101 of Talos. And let me know if you see anything that you like and you want to try out. And thanks everybody for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. And we'll see you again next time here on Whelp Squad TV. So everybody take care and have a good night.